Alright, first part of this is actually going to be my video for the mod pack of version 1.7 release. It's not just I'm going to show what's in the mod pack, but first, because a lot of people seem to have issues and the text document may be confusing, first I'm going to show you exactly how to get it to work on your SD card. So first, you're going to need an SD card. Alright, and you need to put it in your system. As you can see, this is my SD card. It's, as of right now, you don't need a larger than 2 gig one, but literally by the next time I do my next couple updates, I'm going to be adding some optional stage options and everything like that, and that's going to add a lot of data. So I'd recommend getting at least a 4 gig one. I myself use a 32 gig SD card. The one I showed is just an extra card I have because I have two, because that's the first card I used, and then I have a 32 gig that's already in my system with the mod pack loaded. This is the one that I'm doing just for the demonstration. But as you can see, right here, this folder with all these numbers, you need to, first of all, though on your SD card, I'm not going to do it, but you need to, you'll need to go into the File Explorer, right-click on the SD card, hit Format, and make sure that you have it formatted to FAT32, FAT32. So if it's not set to that, you don't need to change any of these other settings, just set it to FAT32, select Quick Format, and click Start. It'll erase everything on the SD card, which is actually recommended. You don't want anything else on the SD card at all. That way you don't have to worry about it. And then you don't have to make any folders because my mod pack comes with this folder. These two get added on. This one's already there, because I have view hidden. If you don't have hidden view, then you won't see it. Don't worry about it. This will be added on whenever you first put it into the Wii U. That's like where the images are stored and stuff if you use the Sm4sh Image Explorer. But this is the folder, the one with all the numbers. If for whatever reason the patch folder doesn't show that, then this is the folder you need to make. But other than that, this is what it'll have when you download the pack. It'll come with this folder, which will include the sound and the patch. And when you see the sound and BGM, leave all of this alone. Do not touch any of these sounds. These are the ones that I have a couple replacements, but these don't replace tracks in game. These replace like mini music options and stuff and Dr. Mario's victory theme. But literally, I would just don't mess with anything. The way my mod pack is set up, that I don't replace any of the default music that's on the stages. So you can go into Sm4sh Custom Music and add the replacements on there. The instructions of that are in the text file. I'm not going to cover that in the video because that's literally the easiest thing to do. And just search it on YouTube. There's 1,000 tutorials on it by now. Not 1,000, but there's plenty. Music is easy. Anyway, this patch folder will come with this. This has all the game data in it, but opening that does nothing. Don't mess with it. If you mess with even one file, you can corrupt it and just make it not work at all. But anyway, you got your SD card, and you got to format it to FAT32. And what you're going to do is, I'm going to open this in a new incognito window. You're going to, go into the mod link, which you can get by typing !mods on my stream, or it'll be in the description below. It'll be in the description. And you'll just go to the mod link that I share, which will be in Google Drive. If it doesn't work, then you might need to sign into a Google account or make one. It's really easy. And you don't have to worry about it. There's not any viruses or anything. Trust me, I checked. And you'll click download. They'll say that, and you'll click download anyway. I'm not going to download it just for the sake. I'm not going to download something I made myself, because that's dumb. And anyway, so you'll download that. You'll open it in your download folder. And when you open it up, and when you open it up, you'll see that you'll see this when you download it. You'll get this folder. This has the instructions that you'll need right here. And this is just also what I'm explaining to you. It tells you also I have instructions for how to change the music. This is the basic thing and what you need to do, how to set it up. This has a list of the mod changes. This list right here is not completely accurate because These slots are not all the thing. I just didn't want to go through and edit it all. Almost every single item is on a new slot. The only differences, and the main differences I put are right here. Also, I'm going to go and take out my SD card because it's just going to reload it. I don't need it. But you put it on the SD card, and then you just put the SD card in the system. Alright, my SD card's already in the system, so I'm not going to show myself putting it in the system. But you get it. Anyway, right here, this just is the update for this. I already uploaded it, so I didn't edit it. You do not have to worry about this line right here. I removed the glitch costumes because we still haven't been able to get a workaround, so like I left them in the game's code, but I disabled access to them, so it's like they're not even there. So just ignore that line, but everything else, every costume is on a new slot, just a couple of exceptions. White Yoshi does replace yellow Yoshi because one of my friends just really loves the white Yoshi. He doesn't use, and even though he used yellow, now he uses the white one, so he actually likes that. The 8th costume for Sonic with the red armbands is replaced with Mephiles. After talking to a couple Sonic players, they said that's the costume they like never use, and I needed a costume so I could put a custom nameplate in, and the slots 9 through 16 are already taken by Shadow, so I had to do that. And then Game & Watch is the only other exception, because the way with Game & Watch is he has so many different values of code that you have to basically replace. If you do new slots, it just doesn't work. But other than that, every other costume is on a new slot, so that way for people that are butthurt about mods and don't like them, you're covered. You don't have to worry about it at all. So anyway, you'll download the mod pack, you get this folder, as I said, which has all the same thing, including the sound, and as I said, all that. And then also all you have to do is after you format your SD card, just copy and paste that onto your SD card in the main thing of the SD card, and that's it. Because SD card loading is usually slow, it'll probably take a good 5 to 10 minutes to copy all the data over, so, just let it do that. You can probably set up your Wii U for the next step while you do that. So you'll copy that over. And now that I've shown you that part, I'm going to hook up my Wii U so I can show you how to do the next step. So give me just 1 second, the screen input screen's gonna go off. And you do need a gamepad. Like, it will not work without a gamepad. If you don't have a gamepad, I'm sorry. So anyway, you're going to turn on your system. I need to change my internet settings to connect to my internet. So just, bear with me for a second on that. Sorry. So let me just go and set my internet connection really quick. Alright. Done. Alright, and I'll try to show it on the gamepad. I know it's probably kind of bright, but anything that's on the gamepad, I'll try to show it. Alright, so you can do it from the quick start menu too, once you have it set up for the shortcut. But I'll show you how to do it too. First, you'll want to open up your internet browser. I'm going to do it this way so you can see it. So you want to open up the internet browser. Okay, I guess I have to do it on the touchscreen, sorry. Right here. And I'm going to cancel the loading, what it's doing right now, and go to Google. So that way I can show you how to do it. So first, you want to open up your bookmarks, which is clicking on your me, the bottom right-hand corner right here. I know it's bright and you can't really see it, but you can see the general area. So you want to click on your me face to open up the bookmarks. And I already have one made, so I'll click on that. You want to click on, otherwise, you can either make a bookmark or just pick any other bookmark that is already there, like the Google one or the Nintendo one or the PhotoShare one, you know, because almost nobody uses those anyway. You click on the arrow, change the name of the bookmark to Loadiine, which is Loadiine, and then in the address bar, you want to change the address bar to, I know it's not going to let you see it probably because the gamepad's being, you know, the bright screen and the bright screen, so yeah, you won't be able to read it, I'm sorry. You want to change the address bar right here to http://loadiine.ovh. And in the video description, I'll type that out so you can see it. Alright, so again, name the bookmark Loadiine, and then the address http://loadiine.ovh. Alright, and once that's done and you're connected to the internet, you click on Loadiine to load the bookmark, and you're gonna get this page. So now on the gamepad, you want to select the drop-down menu, which you'll be able to see it right here. There's a drop-down menu that appears when you click on that thing with the arrow, and you want to scroll down and select the option that says SD caffeine plus kernel right here. And you want to select that, so then you'll be able to see where it says right there, SD caffeine plus kernel. And then click submit. It'll run the first part of the exploit. It'll kick you back out to the main menu, which if it does this, that's good. If it does not do this, and it gets like stuck or says error loading video, that means there was either a problem with your connection or their site is having issues, because a lot of people sometimes do this at the same time, it messes up. If it does that, you just need to turn off your system and try again. That's all all there is to it. Because if you try to run it more than once, it'll mess it up. So you just have to wipe your system, just turn it off, reset it, no big deal. Anyway, once you get that once, immediately go back into the internet browser, and it should automatically run the second part automatically because you were just on the website. And it's already doing it on mine. And now it says step 2, running SD caffeine. Please look at your gamepad for further instructions. And when you get to that part, it'll load. And your top screen will go blank, because on your gamepad, you're going to get a nice little picture of a coffee cup, which I know you can see because there's no brightness. You'll get this on your gamepad. And now, because of the way it works now, the only thing you have to do is press the A button. That's it. It'll kick you back out to the home menu, go to the Wii U menu, and start Smash. And as long as your SD card's in the system, it'll work. Sometimes the Wii U likes to not read SD cards, so you'll have to like literally go back to the home menu and take it back out and put it back in. Maybe even have to turn off the system and run the exploit again. No big deal. Also, you have to run this exploit every single time that you turn the system on. It is 100% safe for your system. Your system cannot be bricked. I promise you that. And if you see this message, because I changed the text, how you notice how that's because that's used for something else, that's how you know it's working. For me personally, so that way I know it read the SD card because it's the first time, I never say okay, because it's actually asking me if you want to make album data. Well, I don't really save images because I have a capture card. So for me, I always say no. So that way I know that the mods are working, because that way it'll ask me that every single time I turn it on. That's just for me though. Alright, well now I'm done with the gamepad, so I can switch to, the good controller. And for me, my music settings are already set, so I'll hear modded music immediately. You will probably won't, because it won't be turned on. So as you can see, it's actually playing the 8-bit Gower Plains. And you can also tell because it's the black background. And so first I'm going to show you is the music that I've changed. First I would go to sound and set your music settings to this, 100 on the music and 70 on the other two. Because custom music tends to be slightly quieter than the normal music. So this is actually just, this is the best volume in my opinion. I mean, you can change it however you want, but this is what I recommend. And then you can go to My Music and start with Menu, and see I leave all these here, but then I've added all these options for mini music, so I just have them all turned on. Also, the way it works is because I've added so many different tracks, it does not remember them all being on, so you'll have to actually, you know, manually turn some of them on every time you turn it on the system. I know it's a little inconvenient, but also that's like that. Yeah, that's not really good mini music. That's all right. Nah. That's just personal, don't worry about that. Okay. Now, the way it has it set is every single stage, except for a couple, has one new song added at the bottom. And that's a new slot, not replaced. So that way, if you like that music, you can go in For Glory or whatever, and you always have a song. And that's my choice of songs, because I added it into the game's data. As you can see, it's named and everything. Now, all these other songs are still not replaced, so if you go into Smash Custom Music, you can replace these songs to your heart's content. I mean, you can replace all these with anything you want. It won't name it in the game, but if you know what you replaced it with, you're good. So I left that option open to everybody. So only in all these songs, like except for that stage, like almost all these stages, I just added one song to the bottom. And obviously on Gower Plain, I added a whole bunch of Xenoblade songs. Also, then on every single legal stage, the 7 legal stages, which are Battlefield, as you see it says 39, and then all the other ones 40, I added basically a whole bunch of songs to every single stage. And I personally just turn them all on like a low frequency, so that way I just get random music every time because I like all the music. But as you can see, I just added all these songs to the stages because I love Kingdom Hearts. I love Xenoblade. And I mean, and the reason I did this is even though I had to manually turn them on every time, that's fine for me. But the reason I did all these songs is it doesn't matter the order that you turn them. It only remembers about like 7 or 8 songs left on at a time. So basically, I put all the same songs in every stage, so that way if you like 5 songs or whatever, you can choose which songs you want in each stage, basically, and just leave those on, and then the game will remember that and not worry about it. For me, I like everything everywhere, so I just take the extra time to turn them all on because, you know, that's the kind of person I am. Also, all the Zelda stages have extra Zelda tracks. Primarily from the Wind Waker, because literally the Wind Waker's music is my favorite of all the games. That's also why, I mean, the reason I main Toon Link is because I love Wind Waker so much. And so all the Zelda stages have extra Zelda tracks on them. Alright, so Lylat's legal, so it's gonna have some. As you can see, not that one, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It remembered 13 songs. And so all the rest it just turns off, so then I just turn them all on low. Because I don't really care what I get, I just like having custom music. Alright, what else is legal? Alright, Town and City. I actually like Oblivia Day. It's like one of my favorite mini musics to have. In my opinion, it's the best field theme of all the continents from Xenoblade X for the day. Sylvalum is the best for night, but Sylvalum's night theme at Smash Custom Music is just too quiet. It's just too quiet. Like you can hardly hear it. It's kind of sad. Same with Theme X, like the theme song for Xenoblade X Theme X I love that song, but it's too quiet. Like, and I just didn't want to trouble with it. And the Nutspec editor I have, it just does not like my computer very much, so I wasn't able to edit it. I probably will in the future, but for now, I just don't have it. I'm sorry. And Dreamland. None of the stages have any changes, by the way, besides the music. Everything on the stages is 100% the same, so you don't have to worry about any differences. And then Miiverse, because a lot of people consider it the same as Battlefield, it's slightly different. It has the same blast zones, but the platforms are slightly different. And obviously the underside of it is different. But so I went ahead and added all the music onto that. Zelda stage. Like, I'd be stupid if I didn't add that song. Just saying. Alright, so that's all the music. Also, I'll go ahead and show, in the vault, I've also added all the songs to the vault as well. If you scroll all the way down and past the blanks, because in order to add the songs, I added blanks so that way I could organize them all, so don't worry about the blanks, they don't do anything. Or the game decided to get rid of the blanks. Okay, that's new. Anyway, you can listen to all the music here. And if you press Y, I even gave credit to the composers because I was able to edit all the text in the game. So I gave credit to where credit was due, because that's the guy that created the song for Final Fantasy VII. Then, like, the most common person for Kingdom Hearts music is Yoko Shimomura, so he's credited on almost all of them, for instance. And you're able to listen to all the music here for freely if you want. And, like, this one right here, Theophany, had a lot of credits, so I make sure they got their credit. Like, I believe that way, and this also helps alleviate copyright issues if you try to stream stuff. Because as long as they get their credit, it's credit's due. And I'm going to go and do it now before I show off the skins. I don't know all the names of the people. I did not make any of the skins. I just compiled them all together, which takes forever. I'm going to make skins on my own. I'm getting Photoshop and the right programs necessary. I just haven't done it yet. So I apologize for that. But anyway, I'm going to give credit without saying the names. If you happen to see this and you're a person that made a skin, comment the name, I'll put it in the description and give you the credit. I'm not trying to steal credit for anything. I just, like, literally, there are so many different skins and everything from so many different people, at least 50 plus different people probably at this point, that I just don't have a list for everybody that I know. So if you want credit, then just comment it or PM it to me. I will put it in the description of the video. I'm not trying to steal your stuff, I promise. Like, I'm not monetizing this or anything. I barely have, like, anybody on my channel. I got, like, not even 50 subscribers. I mean, I want to grow my YouTube channel, but I just haven't had time, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna go and just show off all the skins. Also, before we get started, I don't have the Mii's right now because I like this organized layout. Also, if you might have noticed that Fox is in the wrong place. When I first started modding, I messed up and accidentally turned Fox into Mario and deleted him from the game. I managed to fix it, and he works fine, but for whatever reason, he ended up there. I don't know why, and instead of spending hours of trying to figure out which code I messed up to fix it and possibly make it worse or not even fix it at all, I decided to say, you know what, I don't really care, it still works. So he can be in the wrong place, and it kind of works as like a watermark for my mod pack, because I highly doubt anyone else is going to make the exact same error I did. So then it's kind of cool. So if I'm watching a stream or a YouTube video and I see Fox in the wrong place, I'll be like, hey, look, that means that's my mod pack. Awesome. And I don't make anything from it. It'd just be nice to know, I guess. You know, and that way, that also stops anyone else from trying to take credit for my work of putting it all together, which is a pain in the butt. But anyway, I'll start off with Mario. As I said, almost nothing's replaced, so we got, you know, your 8 costumes, And then 9th costume is Evo, Mr. M, Shadow Mario, Flying Mario, and Super Mario Land 2 Mario. Fox. All his Smash 4 Fox voice is gone. It's dead. That voice is garbage and terrible and needed to be deleted. It is gone. You will never hear it if you use my mod pack. Ever. And he has his normal 8 costumes. And then he has 4 costumes for Classic Fox. And then there's a Wolf costume, which has Wolf's voice from Brawl. And then there's this Snow Camo Fox costume. This costume has the Brawl voice from Brawl. Brawl Fox's voice. And I will tell you that there is a thing when you do different voice packs. If you do a Ditto match, the second Fox player, it doesn't matter if you use Wolf either, it's because that's considered a voice pack. The second Fox will be mute if you use 2 different ones. If they're both normal Foxes that both have the melee voice or whatever, then you're fine. But if you use a normal Fox and then the Wolf skin, or a normal Fox and a Brawl, the Brawl Fox, which is this one, or the Brawl Fox and the Wolf, the second one will be mute. Just throwing that out there. Not a big deal, just letting you know. Anyway, on to Luigi. Luigi has a voice pack. Luigi has a voice pack that changes his voice to a voice pack based on Luigi's Mansion, which I find much more entertaining and better for the character. After his extra slots, we got Mr. L and a US Open Luigi. Also, the in-game nameplates, in-game show up in-game now as well. And I'm not going to show them all in-game because I'm not going to spend 20 minutes to show every single nameplate. Just trust me, all of them show up in-game. They do. Also, if you play it on the stage, if you play it on Boxing Arena, you know how they have little character names in the background? It shows the custom nameplates. Like, I'll do that in just a minute with 4 characters. Anyway, with Peach, we have Peach based off Panda Global Colors Peach, Pink Gold Peach, and Pauline Colored Peach. And I'll go and show off that thing right now. Actually, I'll do this to show off the voice. Well, for Bowser, we have the melee blue skin Bowser, Dark Bowser from Mario & Luigi RPG 3, Bowser's Inside Story. Also, he has a voice pack from that game, so it's much more entertaining and comical, and I liked it, so I put it in. We have Meowser from Super Mario 3D World, and Dry Bowser Color, but because model imports are not possible at the time, it's just going to look like that. It's not going to be much better than that for now. And I'm going to go ahead and show off the Boxing Arena thing I was talking about. Anyway, see, I still have items turned on, whoops. I'm dumb. Anyway, first off, see, there we go. Mr. M and Mr. L show off in-game. Mr. L is the Green Thunder, Mr. M is the Red Firestorm. And also, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, it says in their character names, it says Mr. M and Meowser, and Mr. L. It shows it all in-game. I'm just running away until the screen shows off the other one. And then I'm going to turn off items, because I don't know why I still have those on. I was doing a side event yesterday, and I left them on, so whoops. There we go, Wolf and Meowser. So for Meowser, I did King of the Kittens, and then for Wolf, since Fox is his leader of Star Fox, Wolf's made sense, leader of Star Wolf. So yeah, that made sense. Oh my god. Okay. If I got hit by that, I would have laughed. Anyway, also, as you'll be able to see by the victory results screen, it says Wolf. Anyway, just going throwing that out there. Anyway, back to what else is different in the mod pack. For Yoshi, there were 2 new costumes, but I had to get rid of them because there's a glitch. So the only thing right now is there's a white Yoshi over yellow. That's like one of the only replacements. Rosalina and Luma, after her default 8, there's a Gardevoir color. And then there's a whole bunch of like just very varied colors based on like galaxy colors and whatnot. Just a nice little options for everyone that likes to play around with Rosalina. Bowser Jr., instead of replacing the Koopalings, I added on 7 new colors for Bowser Jr. A nice little touch in my opinion. Just something that I thought was cool. And just to show off a little Easter egg for this costume, because I found it after the fact, I thought it was cool. If anyone here that likes My Little Pony, that's actually Rainbow Dash's cutie mark. I had to look it up in the internet, but I thought that was hilarious that the guy decided to add that as a texture to the Bowser Jr. skin. I didn't put it in on purpose, but that's a funny little Easter egg. But yeah, there you go. I guess it goes with the rainbow costume, I don't know. None of the other ones have anything, so if you hate the show or whatever, don't worry about it, just don't use the costume. Go ahead and leave your hate for it if you want, I don't really care. I'm just gonna ignore it. Anyway, Wario, he has a voice pack based off Wario Land. Instead of his normal voice, which I think is much more comical. It's kind of like he laughs a lot more and everything. And so then he has some new costumes. He has a new backer outfit, which is a red and yellow backer outfit, orange and black, the Baker Wario from Brawl, a Waluigi color, and then the Sailor, like the white and black Wario, also from Brawl. For Donkey Kong, we don't really have that much new. I have 2 Silhouette Kong colors, black tie and red tie. And then the Danky Kane color. And then for Diddy Kong, on slot 2, I still didn't move it off. There's a Trump Diddy color. I'm going to move that off next patch. Then we have a Snowhead Diddy blue color, Conquer the Squirrel color, and then 5 Pokemon Trainer Diddy colors. Game & Watch, we have the purple, Rainbow Watch, pink watch, and then an orange Game & Watch. Those are all new colors. And as I said, explained earlier, Game & Watch you have to replace. And then for Little Mac, if you're a Little Mac main that uses wireframes, then I am sorry, but I hate wireframes. My friend who's a Little Mac hates wireframes. So as you'll notice, there are no wireframes. There are just 8 new hoodie costumes. And by the way, every single person I've seen that's used this pack, this Loadi's Mac, they all pick this costume. Every single one of them. Just saying. It's apparently just too good. I don't know. Anyway, for Link, we have a manly Link with pink. We have Dark Link tunic without being Dark Link, so he's a human Link with, like, not evil, but he has a black tunic. And then a tunic based off his colors from Breath of the Wild. For Zelda, on slot 1, we have a nice little thick Zelda that would just for giggles and laughs. Slot, we have a Hilda color and a Midna color. For Sheik, we have an Icy Sheik, Panda Global colored Sheik, and an Aghanim from Link to the Past colored Sheik. Ganondorf, we have the one and only Make Smash Great Again Trumpendorf. We have Tron colored red and a Tron colored blue Ganondorf. The pretty pink Prince of Darkness Ganondorf. And a color based on Phantom Ganon from Wind Waker. For Toon Link, we have Fierce Deity Toon Link, my personal favorite. I even have a custom amiibo for it. We have a color based on Vatty from Minish Cap. Outset Island Toon Link. Hair is almost impossible to edit right now, and the hat is actually considered to be hair. So they're unable to remove the hat, but they will soon, so it'll look more like the PM1. but it's better than the PM1 because it has the freaking mirror shield. PM, you suck because you didn't do the mirror shield. I hate you. I main Toon Link, I can say that. And then we have Ravio from a Link Between Worlds. And then we also have the same thing as that. We have a Dark Toon Link color without him being evil. Like we have this, but with him being human. For Samus, we have the EX01 suit, I believe it's what it's called, or whatever. The EVA suit, my bad, the EVA suit. We have Silex, the Bounty Hunter. We have an Iron Man Samus, and then we have the Phazon suit. For Zero Suit Samus, we have the liquid light blue hair colored Samus. We have a purple suit, Zero Suit Samus color. Black suit Samus. And the red thin suit Samus. Those are all new. All the other costumes though are still here. For Pit, I just have one based off Phosphora from Kid Icarus Uprising. Palutena, slot 1 is a thick Palutena. And then on slot 9 we have dark Palutena. For Marth, Marth has a voice pack, which is his English voice. We have Ephraim Marth, Girahim Marth, which by the way is one of my favorites, and Girahim has his own custom voice pack, which is really entertaining. We have another Marth, and then we have a few other options here. And that's all. On Ike, we have a Snake Ike with a rocket launcher instead of a sword. It does not shoot rockets, it just looks like it. He also has Snake's voice. On one of his taunts he says mission accomplished, another one he says it's showtime. He does the now from whenever he used C4 and Brawl, whenever he lands a counter. Other than that, his voice pack is very, very good in my opinion. Then we have a Gutsy Ike, which is all dark, and then we have a more light colored Ike with more white. For Robin, just have two new ones. We have this color right here for a female Robin, and then we have the Tharja color, a black color for a male Robin slot. Duck Hunt, we have Courage the Cowardly Dog with the voice pack, and then we have a Banjo and Kazooie color. Kirby doesn't have anything right now because when you add any new slots to Kirby, they all have a glitch, so he can't use his copy ability, and it's just bad. King DDD, we have a Green Lantern color DDD, Clone DDD from Return to Dreamland, I believe, and then Shadow DDD from Triple Deluxe. And if I got those two mixed up, I apologize. I've only played Triple Deluxe and I didn't even finish it all the way because Smash came out and I got distracted. Meta Knight, these look the same, but one of them, this one has the cape, and then the second one does not have the cape, but it's basically Meta Knight without his face mask. For Falco, there's two of them. We have a red-colored Falco, instead of him being only blue-furred, or black. And then we also have a color based off his Assault outfit from Star Fox Assault on the GameCube. For Pikachu, Pikachu is a voice pack that replaces all his lines with voice pack based on Pikachu Libre, the female Pikachu from Pokken, which is, she's my Pokken main, so that's why I put it in the game, and if you don't like it, sorry. We have Shiny Pikachu, Ashichu, Metal Gear Pikachu, Homefront Pikachu, and Shadow Pikachu. For Charizard, we have Shiny Charizard and Ridley, with Ridley has a voice pack, so it sounds like Ridley. Lucario, we have Shiny Lucario and Mega Lucario, so he looks like he does in his Final Smash form without having to have a Smash Ball. Does not have any moveset changes or anything like that. Everything's vanilla. Nothing's changed. No character data's changed at all. For Jigglypuff, we have Shiny Jigglypuff and Hungry Box Jigglypuff from Melee. For Greninja, we have Shiny Greninja, Ash Ninja, and Dat Boy. Rob has nothing because he's almost impossible to mod correctly without crashing the game. Sorry, Rob mains. For Ness, we have CLG Ness, and then 8 Nin 10 alts. For Captain Falcon, we have the Soda Falcons. We have Pepsi Man, Fanta Man, not Arizona Green Tea Man, Brisk Man, Brisk Tea Man, Mountain Dew Man, Dr. Pepper Man, and Coke Man, and Coca-Cola Man. in Monster Energy. We have a full face mask, white colored Falcon, so he has a full mask on. Captain America, and a neon colored Falcon. For Villager, on default Villager, he has the golden axe and the golden shovel, I believe. For all the other costumes, he has the golden net and the golden slingshot. But the axe and the shovel are localized to certain costumes, so I couldn't get that in all the slots. I'm going to probably try to do it in the future. Other than that, we have Sans from Undertale. We have a Panda Global light skin and dark skin Villager. We have the MLG Villager. 2 Isabelle alts with their fall and summer, with their spring and fall clothes respectively. And we have Sin, S-C-Y-N. I'm not sure where he's from, but it looked cool, so I put it in. For Olimar, we have 4 new costumes. Louis from Pikmin 2. Also with this one, because Louis was planned to be a costume originally in the game, there was an announcer file already in the game for him, so I was able to put that in. So the announcer actually says Louis. Only on the first 3. For the 4th one, he still says Alf. I don't know why. But other than that, he says Louis, which is pretty cool. Wii Fit Trainer, we have quite a few new colors. We have the purple color, orange, a light purple, like a light pink color, gray, black, and then a literally black, which is the A-Star, the 3rd costume color as well. For Shulk, I only have 2 of them right now because the other ones didn't have CSPs. I have an Alvis colored Shulk with the true Monado, and then Amelia colored Shulk. For Dr. Mario, there's just one, Metal Mario. I changed the pills back to normal, but the sound effect with the pills still there, and he also has metal sound effects when he runs around everything. So it's a really good mod in my opinion. I really appreciate the work they did. And the reason it's over Dr. Mario, not regular Mario, is I don't think it would have made sense if Metal Mario was using FLUDD. So he's over Dr. Mario.
Yeah!
Dark Pit does not have any changes right now because there was no costumes that I liked. Next time I update it, I'll be adding more costumes. Lucina, I added a Mikasa from Attack on Titan color. This is Camilla from Fire Emblem Fates, Hinoka from Fates, and this is a Corrin color, default Corrin color from Fates. Also, default Lucina is no longer flat-chested. Only in the default costume, she's no longer flat, so have fun with that one. Pac-Man is no longer only restricted to using yellow. There's some 8 ghost color costumes. Based on the ghosts from this game, there's 7 costumes, so now you don't have to only be yellow. Mega Man, this is Bomberman. This is Bass. And this is Bad Box Art Chinese ripoff bootleg Mega Man. That's why the little headpiece is crooked. And then I have 8 Proto Man alt colors. For Sonic, the 8th costume is Mephiles. And then I have 8 Shadow costumes. The Shadow costumes all have his voice pack, so it sounds like Shadow. Also, even though Mephiles and all the other Sonic colors all have his Brawl voice. So, yes, the You're Too Slow taunt is back. Enjoy. And then after Shadow, we have a Litten colored Sonic from Litten because I like cats and I like Litten. If you don't like Litten, I'm sorry. But Litten is best starter. Supersonic, and then I have a color for Supersonic, so he looks like, and his hair also stays up and he glows even without, so you didn't have to have the Smash Ball and you can have Supersonic. And I just reminded me to turn these off. Anyway. Moving on, Mewtwo, we have Shiny Mewtwo. An alternate colored Shadow Mewtwo, and then regular Shadow Mewtwo from Pokken, and then this is just an alternate color that I found was really interesting. The crystal is there as a vertex edit, and it's really nice. For Lucas, I only have a Komatori Lucas. I don't really have much for him, I'm sorry. Future updates. For Roy, I have Pink Roy, a Leaf Roy, Isaac colored Roy, and then Roy from and then Roy as he looks in Fire Emblem Awakening. Then on Ryu, I have Panda Global Ryu, and then just a bunch of different alternate colors. And then I do believe that this costume right here, this Ryu color right here, this one, either the blue one or this one, is actually Ken colored, and it as Ken's voice. I don't remember which one. I haven't been able to find a CSP for it, so I'm sorry, that's kind of messed up, but I'll fix it soon. Finally, Cloud. I have 2 Cloud colors right now. I have Sasuke from BlazBlue. I believe I said that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. And then I have Mewtwo King Cloud, because if you don't have Mewtwo King Cloud, why are you modding in the first place? Also, Cloud's limit bar says salt when you charge it instead of the word limit. Yes, and I'll show that one off in a minute. Corrin, male Corrin, has a less annoying voice, actually based on his voice in Fire Emblem Fates, instead of just a random what have you. Anyway, Corrin has a bunch of new alts, with all of them with custom names from Fire Emblem Fates. We have Hinoka, Ryoma, Camilla, Xander, Azura, and Shigure. And then for Bayonetta, slot 3, this is actually, it has a slight vertex edit to make her look like Jean. And then other than that, on slot 9, we have Purple Netta. And then on slot 10, and on slot 9 we have Lumen Bayonetta. And the guns are also purple with this Bayonetta alt as well. And that's all the skins. I'm gonna show off the Cloud. I'm gonna show the Cloud one because it's too good to let up. Also, I'm gonna go and reiterate this, and so no one ask me. I know a lot of people won't watch the video all the way through. Everything you see here is 100% Wi-Fi safe. Everything works. And they don't have to have the pack. You can use the skins and everything. It'll work on 4 Glory. It'll work if you play with friends. It doesn't matter. It will all work. It is all Wi-Fi safe. This will not break your system. Everything is 100% safe. The only thing I'm going to tell you is, for some reason with the SD card, you need to exit your Smash game before you turn your system off. Or if you want to turn it off with the Smash game still loaded, unplug it. Otherwise, the SD card gives you an error, and it gives you a nice little buzzing sound, which you don't want to hear. It's not dangerous to your system or anything. Don't think it's bad. It's not. It's just you need to use the gamepad or Pro Controller to exit out to the home menu, or just unplug the cord, and you're fine. I personally just unplug the cord because it doesn't really matter. I've done it 100 times. My system's fine. Anyone tells you that's bad for the system, it's not. Anyway, the Mewtwo King Cloud skin. If you look closely at the blade of his sword, you'll notice 2 things. Let me try to get a little closer to the computer. There we go. If you notice on the sword, you'll be able to tell. There's a picture of a Mewtwo with a crown for Mewtwo King, and at the end of the sword it says LOL M2K. Anyway, also, and basically the main thing is if you charge limit, it says salt, not limit, and that is honestly the truth when it comes to Cloud, and I really appreciate that. That's why I added it, because it's just really cool. Wow, that doesn't kill at all. That's funny. Anyway, that's everything in my mod pack. So download information is going to be in the description below. The link is available on my stream by using the !mods command. If you have any questions, just leave a comment in the video. Other than that, like, favorite, subscribe, whatever that stuff is that everyone asks you to do, because apparently you're supposed to ask that stuff. And, yeah, so thanks. And that's everything. So thanks for watching, and for anyone that's here for the stream, I'm going to be turning off the stream and resetting it, so I'll be able to export this video to YouTube. Also, if you didn't notice, the stage select icons are changed. The Triforce, Majora's Mask for Omega, and Ocarina for a music thing. The backgrounds are obviously different. And when you rage quit out of a game, it asks if you're salty, and you can say GG bro for yes, or nah mate, and keep playing. It's just a nice little fun thing I did. Other than that, everything works. And hope you have a lot of fun with mods, and stay tuned for future updates. And yes, I wasn't able to add much to this mod pack due to my computer screen being cracked, but either way, I'll still get on in the future. But anyway, thanks for watching, and have fun.